I had actually been to another clinic that shall remain nameless, and I was going through quite a heavy protocol with the skin treatment that they were giving me, the cream, and there were a couple of times I realised I knew more about it than them, and wasn't sure that what they were telling me to carry on doing was the right thing for my skin. So I came here to see Francesca, who really sort of, I suppose, validated my thoughts that actually it was a bit of a heavy treatment for my skin, and that I probably needed to go through a purge of that and get onto some lighter products that would actually make a difference cosmetically in my skin layers. So yeah, that's what I did. That's how I first came about talking to Perfect Skin Solutions. I have had the major treatment for me that made a really big difference was I had tear trough fillers. Because it turns out that I have kind of a hereditary situation where I lose sort of fat around there, and about sort of, I think it was mid 2019, I suddenly was looking at myself, and every time I was looking at myself I was seeing a knackered person. And I'm quite a vibrant, happy and into life sort of person, so it didn't reflect who I was, and people were asking me all the time if I was tired. And I wasn't, so it was quite upsetting really. So I was very nervous about it though, so it took me quite a while to commit and to decide to do it, but that happened in December 2019 and I haven't looked back, so it's been great. I wasn't the sort of person that wanted to spend time looking in the mirror, but I was finding myself doing that all the time and trying to cover up my dark circles all the time, and it doesn't matter what product I used, it just wasn't happening. And I felt like I was drawing attention to them more. And I actually started to feel down and sort of, not depressed, but sad. And like I didn't want to go out. I would spend one of the time when I was out obsessing about how I looked. And what this treatment has actually done for me is to stop me from thinking about my looks a lot, which was a success criteria for me, spot on, because I just don't want to think about it so much. I don't want to think about what I look like. I want to get up in the morning and feel like I reflect me. What I see in the mirror reflects my personality, and I do feel like that now. So it's made a real big difference for me, and I felt like my eyes were disappearing because I just had this big circle and it's all that you could see. And now I feel that that was always my best feature, and now I feel that people actually can see my eyes again, if that makes sense. It's what you spend most of your day looking at, isn't it, people's eyes, so it's quite important. The pain, I don't think I was that worried about, because I know I've got quite a high pain threshold, but actually it was much better than I thought as well. I did expect it to be painful, but it wasn't as painful as I thought by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, it's got a numbing in the product, and it was over much more quickly than I imagined it would be over as well. And what was great was I was always being told what was happening, so I knew what was coming next. I knew what to expect, what the kind of, Dev described sort of a tugging feeling, or whether there would be something that felt sharp. So I felt comfortable throughout the whole procedure, and yeah, I was just really happy with the result. I think coming to this clinic, which is medically led, was something that was really important to me, because I soon realised that Dev knew a lot about the structures of the face and the skin, and how features work together to support your beauty or to make you look human as opposed to not human, and that was what really made me feel comfortable to come here, and I like the fact that this clinic is all about a relationship with the patient, and I like the fact that Dev will tell you, no, I don't know why you're worrying about that, see, it doesn't look that bad, or so you don't ever get forced down a route of or encouraged down a route of having more treatment. It's very much led by where you're at, and I would also say I like the fact that I've heard Dev and others trying to discourage other people from having unnecessary treatments. I think it's really important in this day and age where people have really unrealistic expectations about beauty. They look on Instagram all the time and they see things that are faked, and I can't imagine ever this clinic, you know, responding to someone that says, I want really big lips and doing it for them, because they just, you know, it just would make someone not look human and they wouldn't want to go through with that. So yeah, I just feel really comfortable here. It's great. Yeah, but I think, you know, just being put at ease is really important, but knowing that someone is, you know, medically competent and has an ethical underpinning to what they do, that's kind of really important to me. So yeah, I can't imagine going back to a clinic that quite evidently doesn't know what they're doing.